Far away from cities, far away from roads, there is a place where silence rules. No machines. No electricity. Only wind, trees, and soil. Here, survival is not a choice. It is the only way of life. This journey is not about comfort. It is not about speed. It is about building shelter with nothing but hands, tools, and patience. In survival, the ground decides everything. Soft soil collapses. Hard rock slows progress. Water can destroy weeks of work in minutes. The right place is a balance. Strong enough to stand. Dry enough to stay safe. This land is not perfect, but it offers protection. And protection is priceless. The first strike is always the hardest. The earth does not open easily. Every hit reveals roots, stones, resistance. This is not brute force. His is endurance. In survival, rushing leads to mistakes. Mistakes lead to collapse. Collapse can mean death. Every movement must be controlled. Every strike must have purpose. A cave is never dug straight in. A straight tunnel invites rain and danger. Water always finds the easiest path, so the tunnel moves slowly inward, slightly downward, shaped by experience, not guesswork. Each inch is measured by instinct. Too deep, the ceiling weakens. Too shallow, the space becomes useless. Nature allows no errors. There is no talking here. No background music. Only breathing and falling soil. Hands grow heavy. Muscles burn. The back aches. But stopping is not an option. In survival, rest is earned, never taken for granted. Once the tunnel grows deeper, real work begins. A shelter is not just a hole. It is a system. Walls must be smooth. The floor must be level. The ceiling must be curved. A curved ceiling spreads weight evenly. Flat ceilings collapse. Ancient builders knew this. That knowledge still saves lives today. Air is invisible, but without it, survival ends quickly. A small ventilation opening is created. Not too large, cold and animals can enter. Not too small, smoke and heat must escape. Survival is balance. Too much of anything becomes danger. Rain is both life and threat. Without planning, water destroys shelter, so the floor is angled slightly. Drainage paths are natural. No pipes, no technology. Just understanding how water moves. Small decisions like these separate survivors from victims. As daylight fades, cold begins to settle in. Fire is no longer comfort. Fire is necessity. Dry wood is gathered carefully. Wind direction is studied. Point one spark. Then another. Slowly, fire comes alive. This flame means warmth. It means safety. It means another night survived. In survival, food is not pleasure. Food is fuel. There are no choices here. Only what nature allows. Every calorie matters. Every movement is calculated. Waste is a luxury survival cannot afford. There are no hours here. No schedules. When the sun rises, work begins. When darkness falls, rest follows. Nature keeps time. Humans simply adapt. Those who fight this rhythm suffer. Those who follow it survive. Days pass. What once was loose soil now feels solid. Walls are firm. The floor is clean. Fire has its place. This shelter is not beautiful. It is not comfortable. But it is safe. And in survival, safe is enough. At night, the forest wakes up, sounds travel, movements are felt, not seen. But a strong shelter changes everything. Fire burns softly. Fear fades slowly. In this quiet space, one truth becomes clear. Life stripped of excess reveals what truly matters. This is not just a cave. This is proof that humans still belong to nature. With patience, knowledge, and respect, survival is possible, even in the harshest places. Survival has no weekends. No holidays, no rest days. Morning begins the same way. A quiet check of the shelter. The walls and ceiling, the ground. Any crack is a warning. Any loose soil is a future problem. In survival, problems do not wait. They grow. So every day starts with maintenance. Not progress, but protection. A shelter must grow slowly, too fast, and the structure weakens, too slow, and the body suffers. The cave expands inch by inch, always sideways before deeper, always wider before higher. Weight is the enemy here. Gravity never sleeps. Every piece of soil removed changes the balance above. This is not digging. This is negotiation with the earth. Not all soil is the same. Some crumbles easily. Some sticks together. Some hide stones that shift suddenly. Hands learn before the eyes do. Touch reveals danger faster than sight. Cold soil holds moisture. Dry soil cracks under pressure. The ground speaks quietly. Only patience hears it. There are no machines here, no drills, no generators, no shortcuts. Tools are simple, worn, reliable. Every tool has limits. Push too hard, and it breaks. And a broken tool in survival can change everything. That is why movements stay controlled, why force is saved. Why efficiency matters. Darkness is constant underground. Without fire, the cave becomes blind. Light is carefully managed. Never wasted. Never taken for granted. Fire placement matters. Too close to walls, cracks form. Too close to the ceiling, smoke builds. The flame must breathe. Just like the survivor. Smoke is silent danger. It does not attack suddenly. It slowly steals air. Ventilation paths are tested often. Blockages are cleared immediately. In survival, invisible threats are the most deadly. Clean air is more valuable than warmth. The body adapts, but slowly. Blisters form. Muscles tighten. Joints ache. Cold seeps in at night. Heat drains energy during the day. There is no comfort here, only tolerance. Pain becomes information. Fatigue becomes a signal. Ignoring the body is as dangerous as ignoring the shelter. Physical strength is only half of survival. The mind carries the rest. Silence stretches time. Days feel longer. Nights feel heavier. There are moments off doubt. Moments when progress feels invisible. But survival is not about motivation. It is about discipline. You work because work keeps you alive. Weather does not care. Rain arrives without warning. Wine changes direction suddenly. Cold lasts longer than expected. Each storm tests the shelter. Water runs down walls. Soil shifts. Small leaks appear. Every storm reveals weaknesses. And weaknesses demand immediate action. After each test, the cave is reinforced. Loose. Sections are packed tighter. Weak spots are reshaped. Drainage paths are improved. Nothing is permanent here. Everything needs attention. Survival shelters are living structures. They change as conditions change. Firewood is not endless. Every trip costs energy. Every log has weight. Only what is needed is collected, no excess, no waste. Too much firewood attracts attention. Animals notice patterns. Survival is not just about staying warm. It is about staying unseen. Noise travels far in nature, metal striking stone, with snapping loudly, unnecessary movement. Everything is kept quiet, not out of fear, but out of awareness. A silent survivor is a safe survivor. As time passes, the shelter becomes personal. Small adjustments are made. Sleeping space refined. Fire area stabilized. These changes are subtle, almost invisible, but comfort, even minimal, improves endurance. Survival does not reject comfort. It limits. There are no guarantees here. No forecast. No emergency support. Every decision carries risk, but fear is controlled. Panic wastes energy. Calm thinking saves lives. Survival rewards those who stay present. Life here is reduced to essentials: shelter, fire, water, food. Everything else disappears, and strangely, clarity appears without distractions. The mind focuses, without excess. Gratitude grows. At night, firelight dances on the walls. The cave feels smaller, but safer. Outside, the forest moves. Inside, there is stillness. Rain is both life and threat. Without planning, water destroys shelter so the floor is angled slightly. Drainage paths are natural NO pipes, NO technology. Just understanding how water moves. Small decisions like these separate survivors from victims. As daylight fades, cold begins to settle in. Fire is no longer comfort. Fire is necessity. Dry wood is gathered carefully, wind direction is studied. Point one spark. Then another. Slowly, fire comes alive. This flame means warmth. It means safety. It means another night's. There is no finish line, no moment when survival is complete. The shelter will always need care. The fire will always need fuel. The body will always need rest. Survival is not a project. It is a process. And the process never ends. This cave is no longer just shelter. It is experience shaped into walls. Mistakes corrected by effort. Knowledge earned through time. Primitive survival is not about going backward. It is about remembering what truly keeps humans alive.